The story goes like this. I reach out to, I want to say about 4 or 5 brands that provide running related nutrition. 4 of those brands didn't even respond. I won't say who they are because there are reasons as to why they might not have done. I don't think it was just ignoring me. I think a lot of it could be that I'm not as significant in this space yet. One brand though responded, and they responded with this. That. And you can see from the right. Oh, and they also asked me, oh, that sounds good. How much do you charge, Aubrey, for a sponsored video? This donut goes, well, I've never really done it before, so I don't really know. Let's just see what happens, right? And I was just being honest. And I plan to be that with you guys the same way I am with the brands. I could have made up some number. So let's quickly talk through that. Starting with this. And just being honest with you, there are 2 accessories that I won't be seen using. One is a bottle like this. For some people, it works very well. But I also film myself when I'm running, and therefore I need a free hand for a camera. So this is definitely not something I'm going to use, but they sent this up. The other thing you always see me running with is one of those armbands with the phones in. I just never really got into them, but also it's because the man's got guns and I can't find one that fits right. Oh, and this. Sorry, that's just the packaging. What they did send me is quite useful actually. This thing. As you can see there, it's called the Run Pack. The annoying thing about training for a marathon, especially your first one, you could do all the training perfectly leading up to it, and there are factors in the day that could influence whether you actually manage to finish your marathon or not. Things like the weather, organization. But one thing that could definitely go wrong, and I've had so many horror stories, is nutrition and fueling. So I thought I would share with you exactly how I intend to fuel for my first ever marathon at Berlin. Now look, I'm going to be quite honest with you, this video can come across a bit like I'm trying to be an influencer. I promise you I'm not. I have no loyalty with this brand. They don't really know me. They've just found out about me. I don't really know about them, even though I've been using their products religiously. I can't say I'm loyal to the brand. Anyway, I simply asked for them supporting me with pre-run, electrolytes and hydration, intra during the run, energy gels, post-run recovery. And they said, yeah, we've got the thing exactly for that. Boom. So ignore this thing over here. Let's start with pre-run. So this package has these 2 things there. These are the electrolytes. Now, I actually have been using, I want to say for all of this year, these exact electrolytes, but it's just been taller tubes. And I actually got a whole pack of these for my birthday too. The family got me a whole stack. So it's really, really good to have a continuation of that. So that's my electrolytes there, right? So this one is the aqua gel. Now this is a bit more palatable. I'll show you how this looks from a texture perspective. One thing I love about it is just how easily it just goes down. I did try in my marathon block those energy chews, those chewable ones, and I hate having to think about chewing when I'm also thinking about trying to stay alive. So anything that can just easily go down, this will be that. And then you've got the gel. So this is not the aqua version. Now, the strange thing about both of these, whilst this is 66 grams in terms of the total package, you get 23 grams of carbs in it. This is only 40 grams, but within that, you also get 23 grams. And that's simply because this is not as diluted for it to be able to go down. So this is a bit more of a potent, thicker kind of energy gel. And you can see from that texture, that's the only difference. Now, why would you want that? Well, it's a smaller package there. So when you're out on a marathon, and I'll show you exactly how I'm gonna pack all these things when I'm out on the road. For after the run, they sent me this. 2 of these recovery drinks. Now this is a 50-gram package. You mix this, well, one of these, into a 400 milliliter water content. And then each one of these will give you 22 grams of carbs as well as 20 grams of protein. Now look, the best thing you can do for yourself is actually get yourself a full meal. But if you're like me, I can't bring myself to eat a whole meal after I've done a long run, never mind a marathon. So this will be exactly that. These are chocolate flavored ones and I can't wait. So essentially, pre-run, I'm gonna get myself well hydrated with a lot of water, not just electrolytes, but supplement that because you do lose minerals and salts. During the run, I'm gonna have all 3 of these and I'm gonna take on with me 2 of these. So these are gonna be there. After the run, either straight at the finish line if we've got someone who can hold some stuff, or when I get to the hotel, I'm gonna run with these. So recovery drinks. How am I carrying all of this stuff? I reached out to Thomas from Believe in the Run. I was like, Thomas, I've been running with the hydration vest. And for the marathon, he quickly said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you're gonna do anything, get yourself a marathon belt. I was like, okay, fine. So I got this. Bang. Now, I don't know if this is the one I'm gonna use for Berlin, but I wanna tell you the beauty of a marathon belt. Now, why am I not sure about using this for Berlin? Like I tell you, I'm honest, bro. The guys at Adidas have been kind enough to go, you know what, let's get this guy a ticket, we'll put him in a hotel, involve him, let's support him with his first marathon. And then there I am rocking up with on-running marathon belts. On the other hand, the guys at On, like Aubrey, how's the marathon training going, bro? I'm like, yeah, they're going all right. Okay, cool. But I'm looking for a marathon belt. You guys have anything? Yes. Bang. So I went into the shop. I'm getting ready to pay. And the guys are like, oh, that's on us. So they gave me this. So I might not use it at Berlin Marathon, but I definitely want to tell you about the benefits of a marathon belt. So let's start with that. Now, in here, the branded pocket, boom, phone done, right? You've got your phone with you. Now, why do you need a phone? Well, you're an Instagrammer, you're a YouTuber. You can't be messing around and not doing content while you're out on a run. Bang, bang, all the gels. And in the back of it, right, it's got a soft flask. Bang, this here. Soft flask, 500 milliliters. And I'm gonna make sure I've got some of my water. I am actually gonna have my energy mix in here. I'll reach out to the guys at High Five. I know they do one, but I'm gonna mix out an energy mix into here, a drink mix, good to go. Essentially, you have everything, boom. And you're still left looking swaggy without the hydration vest giving you Sylvester Stallone or Courtney DeWalter vibes. Long story short, the guys at High Five have done well. They've chosen to support me, and I am so grateful for that. Now, whilst I might not be their go-to running person in terms of an ambassador or whatever it is, frankly, I don't want to be. They're my go-to brand when it comes to this nutrition stuff right now because they've chosen to support me, and therefore me, I'm grateful, man. If I can show my appreciation just by simply talking about them like this, hey, they've got my attention all day. Thank you for checking this out. Nutrition for Berlin, sorted.